Welcome to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. Today, I'm joined by my co-host, the Bay to LA. How you doing today, my brother?
Oh, man. I'm great. Another wonderful episode.
Yes, it is,
man. To unload on them.
Unload, yes. We back at it again, man. I'm really enjoying this, man. I'm having a great time shooting these podcasts, man. Talking about sports. It's bringing back them old memories when I used to get out there and do my thing, man.
Right.
But that was a long time ago, man. So if you like Courtside, please subscribe to the show. Follow us on social media. We're all on social media platforms. Follow us on Courtside. Hope you guys are enjoying what we've been presenting to you guys. But we're going to jump right into the show, man. Let's talk about what has transpired over the weekend.
Hot off the press. What you got?
Hot off the press, man. That is the Anthony Davis and the Luka Doncic trade, man. What is your thoughts on this blockbuster trade?
Oh, man. I think I was surprised as everyone else was.
Yes.
I thought it was good. You know, it shook up the league.
Yeah, it did.
You know, so it's bringing some attention to the league right now. Some things are changing of the guard. I'm excited like everybody else.
Yes, man. When I first got the news, man, I was just finished watching the Lakers and Knicks.
Okay.
And I'm scrolling, man. I'm like, man, this got to be fake. This got to be some AI generated type of stuff, man. This can't be real, man. I was just like, I'm like, the Lakers had looked too good. Granted, AD wasn't there,
right? But
they looked too good playing against the Knicks. And I'm like, AD jump back in. We're going to be rocking and rolling.
Right.
But again, man, like you say, nobody is safe. And you know, everybody's been saying who had a hand in this.
Well, you know, before we get to who had a hand in it, because we all know who.
Yes.
You know, Captain Sparrow. You know, but we're gonna lead. I think it was a good trade for Dallas for sure. When you look at all the pieces that they have, when you start listening to some of the things AD was saying in the past about wanting to play the four,
yes.
You know, and I think he is a true four. If you got, you know, Dallas got two centers.
Yes.
So he's going to slide right in. You know, you got Kyrie going to do him, you know, and then you got Clay. So I'm interested in seeing what Dallas rolls out.
Yes, that is going to be good, man. Because like you say, AD can roll to the four. Kyrie, he don't have to share his shots anymore with Luka as far as bringing the ball. He can be ball dominant as far as on the perimeter, do his thing. And I think AD is really going to be a strong force down there in the paint. So he can go to that four, which he's going to be unguardable. So, in your opinion, do you think Dallas won the trade, or do you think the Lakers won the trade?
I think Dallas won it. And I'm gonna say this: a lot of people are shocked that Dallas would make the trade. But you have to understand, there's some things that haven't came out that are going to come out. That whatever his conduct was,
man, we
outside,
know what it is, man. That man like to get on them drinks, man.
Listen, if you like to do that in Dallas what you finna do in LA,
man? You gonna cut up.
You know,
he's gonna cut up in
Luka
LA.
Like to party.
Yes, he do, man. You seen when they went to the finals last year? Michael Finley walked up to him and took the bid away from him.
Had to take it from me
because you already know how you get.
Come
when
on,
you get
man.
on
You
that.
the face of the team, man. What you doing?
And for him not to even really say anything or try to react to it, he already know we didn't talk to you about this drinking and partying and stuff. So
it's not his first time doing that.
No, but again, Zion did say he loved to party. Zion himself said he loved to party in Dallas. So you can only imagine somebody from overseas coming over to Dallas, which is like I said, it's a little distant from Houston, but that connect is not that far apart. So as far as the partying, the nightlife is all open to him. But when he get to LA, it's gonna be even more. So wide open. It's so much more to get off into. So if his conduct, like you said, off the court was that bad to where they did not want to extend him and sign him to that supermax contract this off season, it had to be bad. And I don't know if when AD made the comments about they need a four, if that had anything to do with it. But again, in my opinion, Dallas won the trade. It's going to be interesting to see how the Lakers, how LeBron and Luka play together, because they both kind of play the same position in a sense. You know, they both can bring the ball up. They both can play the three or the two.
Right.
So they both like they high volume shooting, ball dominant. So it's going to be an adjustment. I think with Dallas, it's going to be an instant plug and play.
Yes.
With LA, it's going to take a few games to adjust because the Lakers that started to find their groove with the group they had. So now you incorporate another ball dominant player who's going to potentially take more shots or disrupt the offense a little bit. But we're going to see about that. So
I want to say that we're definitely getting ready to see something. As far as LA, when you getting Luka, what we getting is a guy who doesn't like to show up in shape. He likes to get in shape to some degree within the season. That's not going to fly with LeBron.
No, it's not.
He's already injured. And from what I hear, he's probably about 40, 45 pounds overweight currently. That's a problem.
That's a problem, yeah.
And you're telling me what you're going to do now is you're going to give him the reins to a team, and you have a LeBron James on this team. That's a problem. It could get tricky. Listen, it could go one or two ways. He could go and be the Luka of old, MVP Luka, or this thing could go bad quickly. For Dallas to do that, I would have been real cautious about making that trade. There's something that's going on the personal side that has nothing to do with basketball for you to trade a talent like this, and then you got back a AD.
Yeah. It's like I say, it's some more stuff, and it's gonna come out later on. But to say, like I say, what you said about AD, I got to play devil's advocate just a little bit.
What you got?
Because even though he's came in overweight or whatever, not in the best of condition, he's still been out there torching people, man. He's still one of those ones. So in my opinion, even though he's overweight, he's been playing overweight, not coming in the best of shape. And to say he's been getting out there and doing what he's been doing, what does that say about the rest of the league? Is he just that good, or is the rest of the league just starting to kind of decline a little bit? Because if I can come in overweight, 20, 30 pounds overweight, and still give you 25 to 30, still bust you up.
Right.
Just imagine what I can do if I do lose 10 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds. So to me, I think what Luka's saying is like, man, I'm out here doing my thing no matter how I come in.
There you go. He's the foreign version of LeBron. He been like that since he was 16.
Since he was 16,
so he been a professional. A lot of time people say, oh, he's 25. That's fine that he's 25, but he ain't just start playing.
Yeah, you're right.
He's been playing like this at this elite level since 16 years old. He hasn't put in the nuances that LeBron has. Maybe I'm thinking they're saying if we pair him with LeBron, we can kind of get him back on track. We could fix what they couldn't in Dallas because it wasn't his game on the court. That's not the problem.
You're right. Like I say, it's not the game, but I'm just saying, thinking from a basketball standpoint, if I'm out here just getting out here doing what I want to do, getting any shot I want, torching these cats out here, really banging them up, and I'm making this stuff look easy, I ain't got to be in shape. I ain't got to be tip-top shape. But again, the injury does come into play when you come in overweight and stuff like that. Zion is a prime example of that. But like you say, hopefully they pair with LeBron, we can see how this goes, and hopefully the Lakers can make a deep run, because if they don't, it's going to be...
I'm going to be right there. I'm going to be right there to talk about it. And let this be a cautionary tale to student athletes out there that when you think that you're untouchable, that shook the league up when they say Luka was traded. Hold on.
Yes.
This is a generational talent.
Yes.
Listen, your attitude and your conduct, no matter how good your performance is on the court, at the workplace or whatnot, at the schoolhouse. Listen, if your attitude doesn't match your talent, these people will get rid of you, and you're gonna lose money.
Yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of money, because Luka is reported to lose over $100 million. So he went from not being able to get the Supermax to a max contract. So I think the Supermax was over $300 million. And I think now he's eligible for the max, which is like $229. So he's lost over $100 million because of whatever's been going on with him in Dallas. So again, we're talking about a big difference in contract. Now, can he get that back on the back end for something else? Yes, he can.
Right.
But that's yet to be seen. But let's jump off into it, man. Let's jump off into what you've been wanting to talk about, man. Let's talk about the GM, man. Let's talk about LeBron James and if he had a hand in this.
Yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow. He's a pirate. Welcome to courtside. Welcome to courtside. We're giving out free chickens today. All right. Now, courtside is owned by who?
What you mean who was owned by?
It's owned by you, right?
That's right. That's right.
I can't make a statement and then say he didn't know about it. LeBron James.
Yeah.
You know he known for he'll tell a tale.
Yeah, he gonna yeah.
I don't know. Don't say that. Don't stop doing this. You knew that he was getting traded. As a matter of fact, is AD with Clutch?
Yeah, he would clutch.
Who on Clutch?
Well, it's Rich Paul, but LeBron.
So
go ahead.
So if his partner on Clutch, you telling me his partner didn't tell him, he's on the Lakers. Lakers management didn't tell him. Mm-hmm. He's just a regular player.
Yeah.
If all these things are true, we'll see LeBron as a Warrior next year.
It might be this year. The deadline not over with yet.
Ain't no way that man didn't know, man. He did that again.
If LeBron James didn't know, look at me, I'm 40 years old. I ain't got much time left. We need to get it now, or you need to either you're in or you're out. What Pat Riley told Jimmy Butler, either you're in or you're out. You want to play the 4 or the 5? You want to play the 4? We're going to send you somewhere where you can play the 4. If you want to play the 5, you stay here. Mm-hmm. I'm 40. What he said, this is 40. I got 1 or 2 good years left in me. I got to get this chip. Not now, but right now. I need this.
He don't need no chip. Man, that's what you said.
Man, I need it. Hey,
he don't need no more.
He trying to get his son one before he roll up out of here, man. That's it. I need to get this last chip so I can ride off into the sunset. And if you not happy here, brother, go on to Dallas. Enjoy your time down there in Dallas, and hopefully we'll see you in the Western Conference Finals.
Right.
If not, hey man, we're dedicating. They did a nice tribute video to AD. You know, he gonna get his jersey retired there.
Right.
He good now.
Hold on. Who gonna get his jersey retired?
AD.
Okay, yeah.
They gonna retire his jersey, man. Sure. But hey, man, like the GM say, man, if you don't, I don't know what's going on. I wasn't part of the meeting.
I'm gonna tell you something.
What's
all
that?
This little sneaky stuff that LeBron has done, what he's actually done, to his legacy is he cemented his legacy that he is not the greatest player of all time. I'm gonna walk with you somewhere real quick. It ain't gonna take long.
Go ahead.
We gonna go from Miami. You had Chris Bosh. Mm-hmm. You had Flash.
Yes.
You had Ray, didn't you?
We won 2 chips. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. You was in Cleveland. You had
1 chip. Yeah.
Kevin Love.
Okay, go ahead.
You had Kyrie.
We got a chip.
Okay, cool. You in LA.
We got another chip.
You had AD.
A chip.
Right. Mm-hmm. Now you got Luka.
Yeah.
What other superstar needed all of those superstars, prime superstars like that? It ain't you, man.
We talking about a different type of league, though, man.
See, you talking about it ain't the league, because we talking about one man, a LeBron James, to have all. Listen, I call him a pirate because he runs out there and is jumping aboard any ship that look like it's sailing,
and we winning.
He is not the greatest of all times. It's solidified.
Man, he's not trading these players. He's not the owner. He's not the GM. He's just a basketball player. My job is to get out here and to perform on the court, and that's what he's doing now. If y'all choose to go out here and get these players and pair them with me, I'm not gonna tell you no. I'm gonna take him. He's
a Pat Mahomes of the NBA because he'll talk to the refs. He got Draymond suspended by whining and crying.
And what happened to that? Draymond been his best friend ever since because he understood. But my thing is this: you keep talking about LeBron, the GOAT, and stuff like that, and he's not gonna be that. We're talking about a different league now. We're talking about when Jordan played, you had one star player on your team. Everybody else were role players. Nope, you never had 2 or 3 superstars on one team back then because they didn't draft them like that. Like it was by design to have one star on each team,
right?
To play, to have a face of the franchise. Granted, now when LeBron James did it, went to Miami,
team.
That it already had started a few years before then, though.
With who?
with Boston, with Garnett, with Ray Allen, with Paul Pierce.
Okay.
The Rockets did it later on in their career with Akeem, Pippen, and Charles Barkley and Drexler. So it was just the fact that you had those players that did it in their prime.
Okay.
That what made it different. But if you look at LeBron, when he brought in Melo, Russell Westbrook, when he brought all those players to the Lakers, the White and all those players, now that's what it looked like when the Rockets did it, because everybody was old. Or even when Portland did it, when they brought in Kemp, they had Deadly Shrimp, they had all those players on the team later on after their prime.
Right.
That's the difference. It's just the fact that LeBron, Wade, and Bosh did it in their prime that made it so egregious, or that what people were saying.
Right.
But other than that, that's it.
So why do people always talking about the Warriors and KD? We can stop saying
Because
talking about
that right there
that was what?
Man,
look at all them people you just named.
Because they were already winning when KD went over there. Now that's a pirate. And not only were they winning, they had just beat you in the conference finals that same season. That's the difference. They already
won or we lost.
Y'all had already won 2 chips before then?
Okay.
Or whatever. Y'all had just won. Y'all were already winning.
When we got KD, we had lost.
Y'all had lost that year, but the year before then, y'all was already a winning team. Y'all had won 72 games already.
Oh, okay. So if you're a winning team and you get,
that's the difference.
Listen, we got one great player. You have just listed off yourself a couple Hall of Famers. Yeah. I just previously got done listing about 5 or 6
when
of them.
LeBron left Cleveland and went to Miami was not winning. They were not even in the playoffs during that time. Now, when he went there, we started winning then. When LeBron left Miami and went back to Cleveland, Cleveland was not winning at all.
When you say he went to Miami, you need to say who he went with.
Wade was already there.
Who came with him?
Bosh came with him.
He was the big free agent.
But
Bosh.
But I'm saying, but the teams LeBron have went to wasn't winning teams. When KD left OKC, you left a winning team to hop on an even better winning team.
Because the swashbuckler gonna steal all the players.
How you gonna steal all the players? That was the difference. So it wasn't like the Warriors were needing one other piece to get over the hump.
Wait a minute.
They was already over the hump.
So y'all say what the Warriors need, but LeBron just could say he need everybody. How is this working?
Man, listen to what I'm saying. What KD did is like we playing street ball or whatever, and we going back and forth. Your team that won 2 games, we the won 2 games. Now it's time for the tiebreaker. It's time to play that 5th game to see who's the champion.
Okay, so we're talking about even teams, huh?
So teams are even then. So we're even now, like the Warriors and Cleveland were even. So it's like you going to get somebody that's on the sideline that you know that's good, that hadn't played all day with us. I'm gonna add him to the team and take him off. Now I'm gonna add another 30 points in on the game. Let's just play the 5th game and see who really win. Mm-hmm. The Warriors went added a piece that you didn't even really need. Because we was already even. We was destined to meet in the finals again the following season, which we did. That's the difference in what happened.
I like you saying a Steph team without KD and a LeBron team with whoever he got on there is an even team. Keep that in mind.
What you talking about, man? Go ahead.
That's what you said.
What I said.
You said that's it. Listen, Steph without KD on his team, that was an even team with LeBron and whoever he had on his team.
With LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. You had Steph. You had Draymond and you had Clay. Those were in the starting 5 was even. Y'all had Iguodala. Y'all had Livingston. Y'all had who else y'all had? Barbosa. That y'all had a nice team. The teams were evenly matched to run it back again and meet in the finals, which met in the finals. Either way, whether y'all had KD or
LeBron
not.
is not the greatest of all time.
He's in the discussion.
Listen, when people talk about Jordan's teams, they never talk about how when Jordan started winning championships, the team he was playing in the finals, it was even. There was never a discussion because everybody knew. Listen, if you got Jordan on your team, it's not an even team.
Man, I would say the most talented finals team the Bulls played against, I would have to say, were Seattle. Seattle, because you had Kemp, you had Gary Payton, you had Deadly Shrimp, you had Hershey Hawkins, I think was playing with them then. Other than that, when they played the Lakers, there was an old Magic on his way out. They played when they played Phoenix, you had Charles Barkley and who else? Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley.
with Jordan being on the team, nobody said this is an even matchup.
It wasn't an even matchup. But that's what I'm saying about the KD situation, because the teams were already evenly matched. So let me ask you this question: If KD wouldn't have been on the Warriors, would the Warriors made it back to the finals? After
very
Cleveland
strong possibility.
Yes, it's 100%.
It's 100.
They was gonna make it back to the finals.
So they cheated.
Yes. That's why KD.
You heard it here first. Courtside.
They
cheated.
That was a cheat move. Because you didn't need him.
Captain Jack Sparrow didn't cheat, but
he didn't.
The Warriors cheated.
Yes, because that's like Miami winning the chip, right? And we go out and get KD and bring him on.
But y'all had the Flash, Chris Bosh,
and we was winning. We
ran
it back
Allen.
We ran it back with the
same.
What is
going on?
We ran it back with the same team. Even the first year,
brother, did you hear
we
those
lost
names?
to Dallas? When we lost to Dallas that first year, we ran it back with the same team, minus a few role players. But we didn't go out and grab another superstar. It wasn't needed,
because when you came, you had already pilfered them. What are you talking about?
Y'all had y'all team as well. That's all I'm saying, brother. All right, man. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's go ahead.
All right, so let's talk about this power move that was made with this trade. Okay. Now, let's take it a step further. Was this really about AD, Luka, or was it about the owners and the GM regaining their power back in the league? Because now it has become a more of a player-dominant league as far as them being able to make moves, say who they don't want to play with, what teams they want to go with. Mm-hmm. So they kind of been calling the shots. Me, I see this as a sense of the owners and the GMs kind of trying to send a message throughout the league that, hey, we're the ones in charge and nobody is safe here in the league, because now players have been able to kind of do what they want to do with James Harden, kind of pulling the moves he's done over the years, this Jimmy Butler situation, the Aaron Fox getting traded to the Spurs. They're publicly coming out saying, I do not want to be here. This is where I want to go. So I see it as the owners and the GMs kind of saying, hey, let's reel this back in, because we're the ones who are calling the shots behind the scene, kind of how the NFL does it. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it. What you think?
Man, I don't think it's nothing new. You know, You want to know who's in charge, who is the person who tell you what to do. Mm-hmm. You want to know who's in charge and who running it, who pay you, right? I think what the owners are saying is be professional.
Be professional, yes.
The only people who are having issues are the folks who don't want to be professional.
Yes.
I don't think LeBron don't ever have a problem getting his money.
Don't.
Because he's going to go out there, do his job. You don't have to worry about load management. But I mean, at this point, the man been playing for so long. If he did, listen, they know one thing: when he get out on the court, he gonna take care of business, give you 110% for the most part, unless he's in the finals. But we're gonna keep moving. But no, on a serious note, he conducts himself in a very professional manner, and there are others who do. And when you don't, you have to know that's part of your job as well, because you're in front of the public.
Right. And
so when those two, listen, you want to be a good employee and be able to work with others.
Yes.
Nobody wants to work with a tyrant.
You're right.
It makes the job more difficult, So I think some of these players are just getting a wake up call. Hey, man, be more professional. Go out here and do your job. Ain't nobody standing in your way, man.
At all. Because for one, the money is guaranteed. The money is there.
What else you need?
That I'm saying, the money is there. The lifestyle is there, and I get it. You do become disgruntled. You do have, every job has its own, every profession has its own issues. But from the outside looking in, when your job is to go out there and play basketball,
right,
and to entertain the crowd, and I'm getting paid $50 million a year to do this, to me, it's not a whole lot that needs to be said as far as who we have on the court. I grant at the end of the day, we want to win. Right. That is the ultimate goal. But at the same time, man, the money that you guys are getting, these super max deals, these max deals, you have role players who probably 10 years ago would make $10 million a year, are making close to $100 million a year.
Right.
And these are players that you don't really, that's not contributing a whole lot. It's just the market is so much bigger now. And again, this goes back to when they had the NBA lockouts, the collecting and bargaining agreements. This all was set in place so you players can get those max contracts,
Yes.
those super max contracts, that guaranteed money that you gonna get whether you on the court. Look at Jimmy Butler. You suspended indefinitely and you getting paid millions to get out here. But again, also with this, I blame Adam Silver a little bit, the commissioner.
What you mean?
Because if you look at how David Stern ran it, it was a no nonsense, zero tolerance. We not playing none of this stuff y'all trying to do. We gonna suspend you big time. Adam Silver, he's more of a player friendly type of commissioner. He's for the players. He's for player empowerment. And granted, he's been able to do some great things with that. But David Stern, he was no nonsense. Like, we not playing. I'm not doing none of this stuff y'all on. This is how it's going to be. Either you like it or you don't. I have yet to see Adam Silver drop the hammer on anybody.
Well, things can always change.
Yes.
So if we don't like this deal, if we the owners, we could always make a new deal.
Yeah.
And I like what KG did. I don't know if you saw his podcast.
What he said?
Well, Butler got a reprimand.
Yeah.
That, hey, man, you embarrassing us and your antics could mess up the money.
That's what I was talking about.
A lot of other folks coming up because we worked so hard to get this guaranteed money. Listen, let me tell you something. If any player didn't want to be there, they could go to the ownership and say, you know what, void my contract. I want out. I want to go to where I want to go. I know we got a contract. Let's void it. I go out and make my own deal.
They're not going to say that. They're not going to say that.
Go do that then. Get them people their money back.
I need that though.
Right? Listen, I know they want you and they want you on the team and they want to get some equity back for you.
Yeah.
But a show of good faith, go tell them you want, listen, have your money back. And I want to be a free agent.
I'm a bet on myself, huh?
Go ahead.
This ain't the NFL.
Quit playing.
They playing. Yeah,
I think they holding me for hostage.
They not holding you for hostage, man. Them people paying you well enough for you to get out there and perform. And then I think if you do have a problem, go talk to them people. Now, I'm pretty sure y'all had conversations, but again, the money that you're getting now without them even extending you should be good to where you go off into the off season and you go out there and do your thing and you look to go somewhere else. To me, at the end of the day, granted, we're old school. We like the KGs, we like the Paul Pierce.
Right.
If you have a problem, you keep that in private.
Right.
You go out there, you do your job, and when it's time for you to sign a contract or the season is up and you move on, then you move on. But I think what Jimmy Butler has done, it was funny at first, but now it's just like, man, this enough of this, man.
Because he wasn't playing.
Yes.
I show up to the press conference looking weird, talking, weird as well. And so
all the antics,
you having problems in the locker room with people. You really think you nicer than
what you are.
are.
Yeah.
Listen, you a great talent, man. You a star. I wouldn't call him a superstar.
No.
In the league,
he's a star. Yeah, he's a star. But
you getting kind of out of control. Yeah, and now it's just you didn't took it too far.
Yeah, I don't know if he didn't drink some of that water down there in Miami.
He bumped his head. But again, he did.
But he's always been that way though. Like if you go back to Chicago, when Chicago drafted him, same way. When he went to Minnesota, same way. When he went to Philly, same way. Now he's with Miami. The same thing.
Pat ain't playing.
But yeah, Pat ain't playing. Pat he's not gonna let you get away with. So Pat is the type of a player that's gonna suspend you indefinitely and probably not bring you back the rest of the season.
You still gonna get paid, but you're gonna sit down.
But that money is already allocated though, so they not even tripping on that money. So like they done made that money back. So my thing is, we're gonna sit you down and devalue you. That's the whole goal. We're gonna devalue you. So now when you go out here and test this market, you're not gonna be on the radar because nobody's watching you. Now, so all they're gonna remember is you got suspended indefinitely for your conduct, and you're not putting up no numbers. So, do we really want this?
So he's taking care of your business, instead of that being the focal point. I got a point to prove. That override
the business.
The whole business. That's wild.
That's tough, man. That's tough. Like they say, don't never mess up the money.
Yeah.
Like don't mess up. No matter what problems you got with the owner, the GM, whoever, the president of basketball operations, don't mess up your money. Because Pat Riley money is good.
Right.
His money is good. That money they giving you, that money was gonna get spent anyway. So now you messing up your money down the road because he's 36?
He a little long in the tooth. He might be that 6 or 7, something like that.
Yeah, so if he might be a few years younger now, I'm not sure his age.
He want that extension, man.
But you're not gonna get it. Like, and you might be able to go somewhere and get you 3-4 year deal, but it's not gonna be what you wanted to get. So again, I think they could have worked it out, but now it's too far gone. To me, Miami is the perfect place to be. I've been to Miami a few times, and I'm like, I don't even have the money that they have, and I was able to enjoy myself in Miami. So
it don't take people long to get spoiled, man.
It don't. Because I'm looking at it like Miami. To me, out of all the places to play in the NBA, Miami has to be top 3.
Right.
Just because of the atmosphere, the lifestyle is always sunny and warm. Granted, it might get a little chilly here and there, but just to be in that atmosphere, that environment, man, around those people, man, it's a great place to be. So I don't get it. But like I say, I'm not making that kind of money, and I don't understand what all comes with making millions of dollars like that. So maybe it's something that we don't know. Maybe it's something is more than what's been put out. But again, I think Jimmy Butler has really messed up his chances of getting that extension, and doing some great things throughout here in the NBA. But like I say, yet to be determined, man.
We'll see.
Yes, but like I say, man. So let's double back to KD, man.
Okay, what's up?
So granted, we've been hitting around on him as far as being this player who won championships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 1 league MVPs, 1 final MVPs, 1 league MVP, 2 final MVPs, two final NBA finals trophies and rings. But has his legacy been tainted with that move he made going to Golden State?
No.
Why not?
He got the rings, man.
True.
He's associated with greatness.
But does his name come up with that, though?
Well, if you start talking about one of the best skilled players in the NBA, regardless of rings, his name has to come up. A man that size, with the handle, with the shot, the efficiency that he have, his name is always going to come up as one of the best skilled players to ever touch a basketball, man.
But do you think it was kind of
what?
It's like downplayed.
What's going on with your hand?
Like, what's his rings and championships downplayed a little bit because of how he won it and what team he won it with?
Well, listen. I'll take that and I'll rate. I'll rate if you want to make that. Yeah. If you want to put that out there in the atmosphere, I'll take that. But I would have to ask a man who, as you say, the chosen one. I don't. It's just LeBron James, and he just okay, cool.
The chosen one.
You're going to have to explain. There you go.
The chosen.
There you go.
The chosen one, man.
Keep on.
I don't see Curry on no Wheaties.
We don't need it.
I don't see KD on no Wheaties, man. You got to be the chosen one to get on the Wheaties, man.
Let me tell you something.
The Wheaties.
Let me tell you something.
What's that?
You had to explain. You started off in Cleveland.
Yes.
You dipped off.
Yes.
To Miami on the cool.
He didn't dip off, man. The contract was up.
Okay, cool.
I gave him 7 years.
However you want to put it. Huh? You didn't dipped off over here to Miami. Not only did you do that,
he gave him the best years of his life.
You didn't got the top free agent and a Chris Bosh. So whatever you saying KD was, that's what Chris Bosh was back then.
In free agency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is same thing with KD. But anyway.
On a team that wasn't winning.
Okay, cool. You got Chris Bosh. Not only did you get Chris Bosh, who else did you have over there? Didn't you get Ray Love?
That was what? The second year. Not the first year.
It don't matter.
But that was old Ray.
I'm talking about when you won a chip, though,
that was
bro.
The old Ray Allen, man.
I'm talking about when you won a chip. Listen.
That wasn't Jesus Shuttleworth.
You didn't need that shot?
We did need that shot.
So okay. You needed Ray. You had Chris. You had Flash.
Yeah.
Don't talk about KD going playing with the Splash Brothers, bro.
You went to a team that was already winning championships, my brother. That was already a dominant team.
Okay.
That was a cheat move. So that's why I say.
And I'm saying what y'all been doing.
Same. Let me get Luka
Doncic?
Man, but you got rid of AD. My thing is this. I say KD legacy is a little tainted because we don't talk about those chips. We don't talk about those final MVPs like we should because of who you was already playing with.
Who is we?
The league, the media.
That's
nobody.
correct, sir.
Nobody talks about that man like that. That's just like nobody talks about the Milwaukee Bucks championship a few years ago. It's the same thing because you went to a team that was already winning.
So nobody talk about Milwaukee championship, but people talk about and validate the bubble championship.
Yes, because if you talk to the players, you talk to the players and you listen to the players would tell you that was the hardest time to play. Because for one, they was away from their families. Two, you was isolated inside whatever in Orlando
everything
playing
but basketball.
You was all you had to rely on was basketball. Everything around you and it was going on in the world with COVID and all that stuff, man. Those players said that was the hardest time to play basketball. And to me, and I only would say that the bubble championship wouldn't be a good championship if other players didn't play. Everybody played. Every superstar was in the bubble. So it wasn't like the Lakers played against watered down teams. You played against every superstar that was in the league. Everybody went to the bubble. What Patrick Beverly said, if LeBron say we playing, then we playing.
Who is Patrick Beverly?
Man, you know Patrick Beverly,
the dude who is overseas now?
Yes, but he said he's not. But he said if LeBron say we're playing, then we playing, and everybody went to the bubble and played. So that's not a watered down championship. You played against elite talent.
Milwaukee Bucks championship is watered down.
It wasn't watered down. I'm saying. I'm saying nobody talks about.
Put a little dirt on it though,
because nobody.
You're not.
I'm saying nobody talks about the Milwaukee championship just like they don't talk about KD winning championship and winning final MVPs as much. It comes up, but it doesn't come up. When you talk about the Warriors and championship, you talk about Steph Curry. You talk about Klay Thompson, you talk about Draymond Green. Mm-hmm. KD is really not in that conversation as much. Okay. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I say it's tainted because you went to a team that was already solidified.
Okay.
At the highest level.
I think also what we need to talk about is these narratives.
What narratives?
That people are trying to paint. See, listen, you have to paint a narrative. Here's what's frequent in the narrative. Is that we have to lessen other people's accomplishments to boost up.
Who we lessen?
LeBron's. Listen, you just got done down talking the Milwaukee Bucks championship. You just got done down talking.
Do you remember the Milwaukee Bucks championship?
We're supposed to be talking about KD and his greatness.
Do you remember the Milwaukee Bucks championship? No, exactly.
I do.
Who they played?
I know we didn't win it.
Who they played?
I know the Warriors won there. Who did they play? I don't know. They had Giannis on there
because nobody remember. That's what I'm saying.
No, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just didn't watch it because my team wasn't in it, and I was invested. And
who in the Super Bowl?
None of our rivals.
Who in the Super Bowl?
Man, come on, the Eagles.
Who's in the Eagles and who?
And KC.
And what you got on your shirt right there? That's your team right there.
Yeah,
but you know
we ain't in it.
But you know who in the Super Bowl though. So that's what I'm saying.
I know who's in the Super Bowl because I'm vested because the kinfolk is in there.
Cut that out, man.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts finna do his thing and dethrone.
You know who's in the Super Bowl because that's must see TV. Milwaukee championship was not must see TV.
I'm gonna tell you this right here.
Go ahead.
If it was let's put somebody out there. Let's say if it was like Seattle and the Bills. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be interested. Well, no, I can't say Seattle because they're a rival.
But I'm saying, but you still would know who's playing in that game, and people would tune in just because it's the Super Bowl and it's football. All I'm saying, I just made the point of saying KD, as far as people not being talked about his reign, as far as winning final MVPs and winning championship, just like they don't talk about the Milwaukee Bucks championship. Like it kind of get lost in the shuffle. It comes up, but it's not one of those things that when you mention Golden State Warriors, KD is not the first person that come out of your mouth. As far as out of the championship they've won, he's won 2 final MVPs. Out of the 4 chips they won, he's won 4 or 5. How many y'all got?
What's that?
Golden State.
4.
Out of those 4, he's won 2 final MVPs. Iguodala won the first one, and Steph got that last one.
Hey, I ain't want to do this.
What's that?
But since you want to keep on,
What's
with
that?
the madness.
What madness, brother?
How many finals losses does LeBron have?
He has what, 6?
It's 6 for sure.
Yeah.
Watch yourself, brother. I don't even be
What
want
are
to
you
bring
saying?
stuff like this up. Listen, you talking about a man who done lost 6 of them.
But I'd have been to 10.
And you want to listen? How many finals has KD lost that he been in?
He been to what? He been to what? 1?
Which one?
Miami. Miami beat them in the
Lord.
finals.
Hold on. Hold on. No, with the Warriors.
With the Warriors?
No, I'm
none.
trying to change it up. No, you got me on that.
Miami. He lost against Miami.
Lord,
but
I forgot that.
That's what I'm saying. My thing is when KD.
But he ain't losing with the Warriors.
No, he didn't, because you couldn't lose. It don't matter who you played against. You was not losing that, man. My thing is this.
That was too much talent on one team, huh?
It was too much. I would say too much prime talent on one team.
Too much prime talent. Listen, in the LeBron James era.
Yes, but man,
Woo, y'all heard that?
But like I say, you go jump ship after the teams were evenly matched.
Oh, he jumped ship.
Yeah, he jumped ship, man.
If he jumped ship,
You had a team that went
had
to the
LeBron ever jumped ship?
No, because when LeBron left Cleveland wasn't.
Listen, Cleveland area, please hit the comments.
LeBron has always played out his contract in every place he's been to, and he's won a championship in every place he's
The
been
people
at.
of Cleveland will say he jumped ship.
I gave you 7 years. Hey, what Anita Baker
wanted
say?
you to win.
Giving you the best that I got. I gave you the
Right.
best I had for 7 years. It's time for me to go get me a ring. It's time for me to grow up.
That's called jumping ship, bro.
Man,
There ain't nothing wrong with
I
it.
played my contract. I didn't ask for a trade. LeBron James has never asked for a trade. No place he's been at. He played his 7 years in Cleveland. He played his 4 years in Miami with that 5th-year play option. He didn't opt in. I'm out. I go back to Cleveland. Play my time in Cleveland, bring a championship to Cleveland.
Okay.
This is for you. Bring that chip. I go to LA. I restore order in LA with bringing you another chip.
The bubble.
What more do you want from me?
The bubble.
The bubble, it could have been in the bubble. It could have been on the playground. It could have been in the high school gymnasium. A chip is a chip. If you gonna count y'all 2 chips with KD, then you got to count the bubble chip. That's all I'm saying.
So who is the MVP for that championship?
Which ones?
The bubble.
LeBron. LeBron has won final MVP and all.
Hey, was Rondo on that team?
Yes, Rondo was on the team.
Right, cool.
You had Rondo, you had McGee, you had you had Dwight.
Yeah, you
had Green.
You ainain't got to go no further.
What's that?
Those 3. You understand?
What you mean? What you mean?
What you mean what I mean? I'm just saying they was on the team.
Yes, but it wasn't. But even with those
Everybody
players,
who watched the series, they know.
but
Y'all watched the series, y'all
even
know.
with those players at that point in their
Yeah.
career combined, at that with Rondo, with McGee, with Dwight Howard, you take those 3 players late at that state in their career, it doesn't match up to KD going to Golden State in his
y'all
prime.
hold on? No, we're not gonna do that.
It don't match up.
Did y'all win without him?
When without who?
Those 3.
No.
Is Rondo a Hall of Famer?
Yes, in my opinion, yes he is.
Is Dwight a Hall of Famer?
Yes he is.
McGee a champion?
He's not a Hall of Fame.
Is he a champion? I didn't say that.
with the Lakers.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm saying, but those 3
with
players
AD?
with AD, I'm saying
I ain't even said LeBron on
those
the team,
3
y'all.
players, Rondo, McGee, Dwight, at that part in their career combined, they don't match up to the impact KD had with Golden State.
Let me tell you that you know the impact, because when you don't have those players, it go left.
Yes, it go look, because they was great
Right.
complementary role players at that stage in their career. Rondo could run an offense. The Dwight main job was to come in, guard Jokic, get rebounds, block shots. McGee, same thing.
Right.
We defense. Rondo, I'm gonna set this offense up. I'm gonna get it in motion.
Right.
LeBron didn't have to do that.
Hall of Famer, you ain't got to teach him
You ain't
that.
got to teach him that. So that's what I'm saying.
So again, Captain Jack Sparrow, the swashbuckler, the pirate,
Hey,
the
man,
pirate of the league, right
Call
there
it
behind you.
Call it what you want to
Yeah.
call it, man. But LeBron James has solidified his place in NBA history.
Yes, as one of the greats,
Yes, one of the greats.
not the greatest. He's disqualified.
Man, come on, man.
Disqualified.
That conversation is always going to be had, man.
Listen, this little move that he didn't pull.
What move, man?
The Luka move.
Man, he had no
we're
idea.
Done with this.
He had no. Yeah,
We're
man.
done.
AD was his boy, man.
AD gonna be straight.
Man,
He gonna be cool.
AD gonna come out here.
Dallas gonna show him some love. Man.
AD gonna come out and average by 35 a game, man. I see AD going on a tear for the rest of the season. I think AD is in a prime position to do some great things in Dallas because he's going to his true position, which is the 4, and no power forward is his size in the league right now. Right. So you got to think about it. He's been playing against centers who've been guarding him. So you gonna match up with somebody who's much smaller than him, and he's gonna have his way down low. And then Dallas didn't have to give up any of their big men. So now you have somebody who can play the 5. And I get how you do my thing. So like I say, I'm happy and I'm kind of upset because I did want to see AD leave LA, but again, it's just one of those things that, like I said, I don't know what all transpired behind the scenes in LA with AD, but it had to be something, man.
Yeah, something got a name.
The legit man.
Yeah,
that's what happened, man. No, that's not what LeBron. I know you didn't know what happened. I understand, brother. You just out there playing basketball. You just trying to win the chip. I get it. I understand it, man. But see, my co-host over here, he's always.
It's cool. I mean, listen. It ain't nothing you ain't done before.
Man, he didn't do it, man.
Okay.
He didn't do it, man. But guess what, man?
What you got?
Man, that's it, man.
It's that time?
It's that time, my brother, man. I enjoy sitting here discussing LeBron James' greatness. I enjoy discussing how in about 5 years we're not going to be mentioning KD anymore. I enjoyed all the good talk, my brother.
This is crazy.
You guys have been listening to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. This is my co-host of Bay to LA. See you guys on the next one.